Ricky, you'd be happy with the day?
Yeah, real happy with how they played. I mean, it's only round one though. So we'll have a couple of beers and enjoy one of those company night and get on the plane and get home and see it as a very successful week.
Defensively really strong, Rick.
It was, Dave, yeah, I was so proud of our D. Again, I'm not going to celebrate it too much. It's just a matter of we've won our first game, you know, just because it's over here and all the hype's been around the game and whatnot. You still got to control your emotions, and we've got to get back now and put into place a plan of coming down off a wonderful week. It was just a week full of great atmosphere, having so many supporters around, corporate people around in regards to their support of the game, and it's been a wonderful week. And you know, we just want to get home now and see it as been a successful campaign for us and start the game, start our having a bit of a emotional letdown from the week and get home and then start preparing for another tough one.
What was the atmosphere like on the sidelines there?
Oh, it was exciting. You know, it's like any of the big stages that we play on at home. The difference is this week it's just been a different structure week in regards to your prep. You're going to different grounds. Your UFC was unbelievably accommodating for all four teams. It was fantastic to be able to use such a high-profile, elite centre for the boys. But I couldn't commend the boys well enough in regards to how they handled their preparation. You know, once we started to find some routine and find work days on Monday, let's find our work week happening on Monday, the boys were very professional and relentless in their case to wanting to be good.
Joe, can you tell us about the tackle with Mitch Barnett? What do you think happened?
I think we turned the ball over, and that's my job. You know, I'm trying to pump the boys up and trying to turn momentum. And I was moving that fast. Little movements can maybe. I haven't seen the tackle yet, to be honest. I can't really make a call on it. But yeah, I was moving that fast. That it's hard to adjust. So I have a look at it.
It's a massive call. Like, you know, it's. I'm not saying it's the wrong call, but it's a massive call. But as long as it stays in every game now, but it was a massive call, and the way they handled it was showed a fair bit of resilience.
Ricky, why do you think your team seemed to handle the occasion so well and the Warriors didn't?
Oh, I'm not saying they didn't. I don't know what their prep was. I'm not saying that they didn't handle it well. But I know our preparation. I told the boys before the game I had so much belief and confidence in them. They just had to play the way they've trained all off season and the way they trained this week. Our first two sessions Monday, Tuesday, and it needed to be. Our first two sessions Monday and Tuesday, I had to start changing things around for Thursday, Friday, because it was, you know, from our loads point of view and their intensity, it was brilliant.
Ricky, you had nine to side with Hudson. You've always thought an out-and-out rep player. He was outstanding tonight.
Yeah.
Effort plays were concerned. How instrumental was he tonight?
He was, mate. He was extremely dominant. And what I liked about him is, you know, from an emotional point of view, he's calmer. Played his football, and you know, he's that hungry for representative football, Dave. I mean, you know the guy yourself. Having Mal here, and you know, he wants to play for Mal. You know, he'll want to play for Laurie Daly, given the opportunity to get in Origin, and having both those boys here. If you're a player, that excites you. If you're a player, you think, Jesus, I got to get out there and I got to perform in front of my rep coaches.
How pleased were you with Zach Thompson's after everything that he's been through with the injury and having to work so hard to get back to the performance he put on?
Yeah, I'm glad you asked, because not picking Matty Nicholson was a really, really big call for me. Simi Sasangi, he handles a number of positions. That's why I gave him the bench spot. You know, from an outside back to the halves, to lock, to back row. He's got great utility value. And I had to make a call between Zach and Matty Nicholson, and because Matty Nicholson's a really good footy player too. I just had to go with the guy that's got one. He's been with us and played with us. Had some bad luck last year in regards to injury, but I had to go with a guy with just that experience, because I knew what the start of this game was going to be like. We prepared for it all week. You know, it was a big part of our preparation this week was the start. Let's get into the fight first. But Zach's a little bit of experience just comes over a young player in Matty Nicholson who's going to play NRL at this club very soon.
Joe, can you tell us about that speed you got out wide? You know, Xavier and Timoko, it's pretty lethal combo, isn't it?
Yeah, it's exciting. I think Sav Tamale as well, he's so strong. Gets our sets off to a great start, and as a middle coming back and you see them winning those runs, it's huge. So, you know, big ups to them. We've been training intense all week, and that's how we played, so I'm really proud of the boys.
Ricky, obviously, first game without Jordan Ruffner on the side. Obviously, it's never just down to one guy. We've played someone like Ruffner, but David Savage, with that sort of energy he brings on that wing. Can you just talk to him?
Well, you know, he had a great year last year. He's got to go to another level this year. He wants to represent as well. And this stage out here, you get to learn how to play on these types of stages. And the atmosphere, the environment we've had all week, and it's a great. You can't get that experience if you don't play in it. Xavier's maturing, and you know I've had to handle some tough days with Xavier, building him up and maturing him into an NRL player, and it's you know he's a great young bloke, and you know he's paying some dividends now to the boys who all trusted him too.
It's been a big week for him.
Yeah. Yeah, it's. I just think it's nice. That's the maturity in him, you know. I kept on saying 2 or 3 years ago, and the reason I didn't play because a lot of you guys who've seen the exciting machine there pumped him up in the media, and I pulled him back. I couldn't play him. And I don't blame you because he is exciting, and you see the glimpses, and I see where he switches off. He doesn't switch off as much now, and again, it's just growing up. There's getting experience, and you know, lovely for him to come over here and get engaged. And
Ricky would have thought, you had a thought about what Las Vegas, playing in Las Vegas, the event, the spectacle would be, but now the match is over and the entire week, has it exceeded your expectations of what it was going to be like?
it's everything I wanted it to be in Vegas, to be honest. You know, it's just the fan hub, the parade down at Fremont Street. Just walking around the hotel with so many people. I'd never been here before either. I don't know, have you? No. So it was all brand new to us. But you know, it was honestly you could have an individual, you could have a unit or a group of players who got their head in the bright lights and not prepare well. We need that again. We need to go home, get over this now, relax, and then start our prep on the back end of this week. It's you know, we're playing against a football team next week that have got a roster who can win this competition. So we got it all in front of us, and we've got to get home and prepare well again. But we've got to come down quickly and then start going again.
Joseph, can I ask a similar question to the gentleman was asking? I talked with you earlier in the week, and a lot of guys were envious of the 4 clubs that were here last year, watching what went down.
Yeah, definitely.
How did this shape up for your expectations?
Yeah, I was unreal. One in a lifetime opportunity, and that's why I wanted my family to be here as well. To be out there in the atmosphere today was unreal, and to play over in America, biggest sporting nation in the world, promoting our game is huge. And I'm just proud that us boys got the 2 points, like we've been talking about all off season. So just stoked.
Ricky, you said before that it'd be easy for some teams maybe to come here and have their head up in the clouds a bit. Do you think, like when teams prepare to come here, is it a bit of a risk, do you think, to put your hand up for Vegas?
I don't reckon there's a club that hasn't got their hand up. English club. I don't reckon there's a club in the NRL that haven't got their hand up, mate. You know, if you want to miss out on this, you're missing out on something very special. But what these boys have experienced, you can't fabricate. You can't go and find something else somewhere. You know, and I think there wouldn't be a club in the NRL. I don't know about the English boys, but there wouldn't be a club in the NRL who wouldn't want to be here. You know, it's as I said to Dave, it's exceeded my thoughts and expectations in regards to how good it was going to be. We did everything we can as a group. We did every media request, speaking engagements, the commitments we had with Fox. We did everything because I wanted them to, because it's the way they learn. If you can't handle that pressure, you're not going to make it in the NRL. and learn how to handle it. But when I say teams not handling the bright lights, it'll be more individuals and units, 2 or 3 blokes. But we handle extremely well. Obviously after one stuff up when we got here, but boys will be boys. I've been involved in that sort of shit and that sort of stuff. But you get it, you pull yourself together. You pull yourself as a group, and we did. So this is the win has just capped off a wonderful exercise.
You probably didn't come here, can I ask quickly one more? You probably didn't come here intent on, maybe did, on making a statement, because as always happens, people put a line through Canberra at the start of the year, not in a lot of debates. Do you think you've made a statement today?
Mate, 2 things I'll say. I said it on the Fox, and there's more tongue in cheek because you guys all do write us off, which I don't mind. It's easy for me then, but it's going to be a good competition if we come last, like a lot of you are expecting. It's going to be a tough comp, but no, 100%. We came here to make a statement. Yeah.
Thanks, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.